guys, Doctor here. Merry Christmas and welcome back to the Premier League.
Ask about the points.
No. Okay.
Ask about the points.
Dad, can we just say Merry Christmas to everyone?
No, we can't.
If you
Ask
celebrate.
about the points.
Fine, what are the points?
Oh, thanks for asking, Theo. I thought you never would. 6 points to this mug. 12 points, Theo. 3 correct scores. It's not all over. It's level for Christmas. Oh, how sweet is that?
I don't spend my midweek messaging footballers asking them to score or to concede just because of your predictions. I saw you cheating.
No,
I think you deserve a points deduction.
Is a scandalous accusation, Theo.
I mean it.
And I'm going to get in touch with a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
And I take you to the cleaners.
You need to. You know what else you need to get in touch with a lawyer about? One game this Boxing Day. Shocking. I wanted all of them at the same time, like the Championship, League One, EFL. Still do it properly. Let's go to the first game, the only match on Boxing Day, which is...
Manchester United against Newcastle is 7th against 11th. 2 of the big teams from the division having mediocre seasons. Like you said, Theo, they meet on Boxing Day. Man United first. Cunha got his goal, and then what a shocking miss. And they were unlucky against Villa. I mean, it was a really good game.
Yeah, Manchester United, it's pretty hard to predict right now. Bruno Fernandes out for the Boxing Day fixture.
Yeah.
How much of a miss is that for the Reds? I mean,
that is enormous because he has been brilliant this season, Theo. And it's going to be up to the likes of Mason Mount. And that's not a joke because he's played quite well this season. Can they do it against Newcastle? Because Newcastle started well, didn't they, against Chelsea? Voltemada got his 2 goals. And then they let the lead slip.
Let's not forget as well that because of AFCON, you don't have Mbeumo, you don't have Amad Diallo, Mazraoui. United are missing all their key players. This is a real opportunity for Newcastle because Wissa didn't go to AFCON because of that injury. So he's looking ready to go. Voltemada's looking hungry. And let's not forget, Newcastle have had some decent results. They nearly beat Chelsea until that late equaliser. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go different against the odds, against what a lot of the predictions probably say online. I will say it, Manchester United 1, Newcastle 2. The Geordies are going to get a win here.
That is a very big shout, Theo. Now, Man United haven't been that good at Old Trafford recently, and Newcastle haven't been very good on the road. And for that reason, with Bruno absent, Theo, I'm just going to go with a 1-1 draw.
Wow.
Nottingham Forest against Manchester City is 17th against 2nd. It's a team struggling near the relegation zone against a team that wants to win the title. Start with Forest, Theo.
Okay.
5 points clear of West Ham. They're not safe yet. Can you possibly see them going down?
No, I can't. Not with Sean Dyche, not with this squad, the availability. If you go through player for player, there's not a chance this team goes down. I cannot see it. There's 3 worse teams playing a lot worse. Let's just say that, West Ham, Burnley, Wolves, for example, off the top of my head. And they are being really tested on this 27th fixture against Pep Guardiola's Man City, back on form, smashing it. They might even have Semenyo the week after, January.
Wow.
Transfer window, Dad. Fabrizio, here we go.
That is enormous. The thing about Forest, though, Theo, they've won 4 of the last 6 home games.
Yeah.
Could there be a surprise here, like a 1-1, 2-1 draw?
I think if Dyche is a manager who I definitely say has a better chance of doing it than what they had before with Ange, and as well at City ground, it can be a very difficult atmosphere to go to, but I just think City are better right now. You base it off the last few weeks and yeah, they're going to win this. It's a question of how many. I'm going to say 2-1, just a tight win. What about you, Dad?
Do you know what? City have won the last 5 in the Premier League, Theo.
Yeah.
They've got this habit. They start winning about Christmas and they don't drop a point for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's not like last year.
Erling Haaland, Theo, is he going to win the shoe, the European Golden Shoe? He's up against Harry Kane and Mbappe. He could, couldn't he?
Does that mean he's scoring the most goals in the top 5 European leagues?
It is. Well, it's all the leagues, but I think if you score goals in a lower league, it's weighted. So it's really, I think, between Mbappe, Haaland and Kane.
Well, Haaland's scoring for fun right now. He's posting tomahawks on his Instagram. He's loving life. He really is killing it. So it's hard to bet against him. I've only gone 2-1, which means Haaland is likely to score 1. Would I captain him on FPL? Probably not for Forest away. There's definitely more potential elsewhere.
No, I would captain Haaland, Theo, and I'm going to go Forest 0, City 2. I think a 2-goal margin.
All right.
Although your shout is a good one. West Ham United against Fulham is 18th against 13th. It's a London derby and 2 very different sides to London, Theo.
Yeah.
We know who's going to win in a scrap, but we're going to talk about the football.
Fulham are going to win in a scrap.
Theo,
don't hate on the West Londoners, Dad.
I tell you what, though, West Ham, I think it's 2 points in the last 5 games. It's a really poor run, isn't it?
It's a tough one. West Ham need to find some points from somewhere. Nuno, what are you doing, mate? It was good when he first came in. He changed the place. Now we need a result. I can really see the Hammers getting their act together and winning this game. I
No
can.
way.
Fulham, it's the first time they've been good away, but it's the first time without the Nigerians. And yes, they beat Forest at home, but it was a very boring game. I don't know if you watched it.
I saw the highlights.
I thought Forest were well off the ball. Well off the ball. I know we've already predicted them, and I've said they're going to lose this week, but they are playing City. For Fulham, I don't think Fulham win this game. It's a West Ham win or a draw. At London Stadium, it'll be a cold one. The Hammers need to get 3 points. They're in a relegation battle. They need to face reality. Whilst Fulham, after winning last week, they might not be as desperate as West Ham. So I would say either a draw or West Ham win. I'm going to go for the draw side, which is 1-1.
I mean, certainly West Ham are desperate, Theo. They've got to catch up those 5 points. But I looked at their home results since February, Theo, and they've not kept a clean sheet in one single game. And that is the worry. So you expect Fulham to score here. Fulham have won the last 2 games. Now, in the past, their away record was bad. Recently, it isn't. They beat Burnley away. They beat Spurs away. And you know what? They're going to beat West Ham away.
Wow, without Bassi, without Chukwueze, Dad.
Do you know what? Fulham have got more depth than you think. And I think, and I could just see the booing at the end of this game when I can see it, I can picture it. I can picture those West Ham fans streaming out the ground, the calls for the manager to be sacked. West Ham 1, Fulham 2. Brentford against AFC Bournemouth now is 12th against 15th. It's a clash of 2 of the so-called smaller teams there. Now Brentford, tell me about Lewis Potter. A cracking brace last week.
Yeah, brilliant from him. I can't believe I said Wolves were going to get a win. I do maybe sometimes underestimate what Brentford can do. I just thought Wolves at some point would get a result, and they can't.
I think it's emotion there, because the Wolves are absolutely poor this season.
They are.
I was going to say something worse. They're really, really poor, and they've lost so many in a row. How can you possibly predict Wolves to win? Anyway, this week, talk to me about Brentford, because they're win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1.
Yeah, we're not talking about Wolves yet. That's for the next match. Stay tuned. But for Brentford, brilliant to go back to the G-Tech with 3 points, as you mentioned, Dad. They're in that sort of mid-table stretch, but that is quite a comfortable place to be. They'll look at this game thinking we're playing Bournemouth at the perfect time. You know, Semenyo, he's going to Man City after AFCON as well, so he'll never play for Bournemouth again.
Sad.
Bournemouth are on a run of draws, but quite negative place atmosphere right now. Andoni Iraola's probably thinking to leave as well. He's probably thinking there's going to be better job opportunities. Maybe not in Jan, it's very weird for a manager to move them, but at the end of the season, and when you know that the gaffer is leaving and things are changing, it's a transition period. So yeah, the Bournemouth dynasty is probably over now, and there's only one way I would predict this, and if you don't agree with me, Dad, I'm actually convinced that you will agree with me. Brentford will win this game.
Yeah.
They will.
Yeah.
It's a question of how many. I'm going to say 2-0. Brentford 2, Bournemouth 0.
Now, the thing about Brentford, they are closer to the European places than they are to relegation. There's no way in the world they're going to get relegated. And they're very good at home.
Yeah.
And if they score 3 here and win like 3-1, it would not surprise me.
Yeah.
But like you said there, Bournemouth, the last 3 games have been draws. The only thing that worries me, away from home, they got that great victory at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is not really saying much, is it, these days? But since then, they've not won away. And for that reason, I'm going to kind of agree with you. 2-1 to Brentford. Liverpool against Wolverhampton Wanderers is 5th against 20th. It's the champions of England against the worst team in the league. Now, Liverpool, Theo, are on a run of 5 games undefeated. But Mo Salah, he's in Morocco, isn't he?
I mean,
we saw him doing the magic.
Goal.
And, I know, brilliant. It's typical Mo Salah, that.
Brilliant.
He was quiet during the game, pops up with the winner. Isaac, I feel so sorry for him. He got that goal and got injured scoring the goal, out for 2 months, we think.
He gets to watch some AFCON now for a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel so sorry for him, because I know he messed around with Newcastle, but he is a good player. He should be playing football. But Wolverhampton Wanderers, Theo, let's get straight to them. 2 points all season. They're trying for that record. Derby County, 11 points in a season. I'll put you on the spot. Will Wolves get more than 11 points?
They will get more. They will get more.
Because if you're at home to Brentford and you lose 2-0 and you have 1 shot on target, where's a win coming from? Where's a draw coming from?
I know Derby County did not have Jorgen Strand Larsen.
Yeah, wonderful from the penalty spot, wasn't he, Theo?
Yeah, but Dad, he's qualified Norway to the World Cup playing next to Haaland. That's the difference. It's the people around those good players that don't give them the support. It's the manager who I'm not convinced. All he does is bring teams down. I don't know why they appointed Edwards, the Luton guy. And let's just add to that from Wolves, okay? One of the games we watched live, Tottenham away. I know it's Tottenham away. We keep coming back to Tottenham away, don't we, with different teams.
Yes.
But it was 1-0 Wolves till the very last second, and Palhinha Cunha scored a really good goal. Those sort of moments changed the season. I would love to know what Derby did away at Tottenham that season.
But that moment didn't change the season. You see, Derby got a win and 8 draws. Wolves have got 2 draws. Now, yes, they were close to beating Spurs. They were close to drawing with Arsenal, but they got 1 point from those 2 games.
Oh, you're right.
Who are they going to beat this season?
You may be right. I think
Who
I'm
are they
changing
gonna
my
beat?
mind. They're only on 2 points. 2 points.
2 points all season here. 2
Oh
points.
my
I mean,
God,
it is horrific. And I feel sorry for Wolves fans. And I know a few of them. And
They needed to appoint someone Brexit, like Allardyce, Daishi.
the owners, Theo,
McCarthy.
the owners needed to keep players and buy new players. They didn't. They don't have the squad.
This will be, I don't know how, I'm just looking at your prediction here.
I know.
Wait till you hear what Dad said. It's not going to be that. It's going to be way more.
It is. You're right.
And Liverpool are going to be licking their lips. Ekitiki's back at his best. Dominic Szoboszlai, Liverpool fans love him. Basically the captain now, leads the line. They've got Salah out the dressing room, which is good for their, the social connection. There's no big ego in the squad now. So everyone's just like on the same level with Arne Slot, which will really help them kick on if they want to play as a team. And I think they are playing as a team. You saw their last game, they played really well to win away at Tottenham and get that result. So I think this could be, once the floodgates open, it'd be quite a few. I'm only going to go 3-0 just based off the fact that Wolves don't get battered every week. There's 1 or 2 goals.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
But the interesting thing about Liverpool, Theo, now in the past we would predict 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Recently, you go back a long way before you find Liverpool scoring 3 goals at home.
Yeah.
And this is why I've gone for 2-0, because Wolves are not getting destroyed and Liverpool are not scoring 3 goals at home.
Yeah, based
at
off
the
similar
moment.
reasoning, I'm going 3-0.
I'm going 2-0.
It would not surprise me if it's 6, okay?
Yeah.
I wouldn't surprise me if...
Ekitiki, captain in your FPL?
Yes, you said, Dad, about Haaland earlier. Forest away, I'd avoid that. I'd look at any Liverpool player you have. Ekitiki is definitely the man. I can't think of anyone else who's prolific for Liverpool right now. As you said, you're not going to captain Chiesa. You're not going to captain... Who else are their wingers? Who are the other options at Liverpool right now that you'd likely play? Gakpo.
Oh, Cody.
Gakpo could be a good captain if you have
Yes.
him. Who else?
I don't know, really. I mean, Szoboszlai's more central, isn't he?
Szoboszlai gets involved.
Grafenberg doesn't really get contributions.
McAllister doesn't get
McAllister might be a good shout.
Gakpo or Szoboszlai is probably a good captaincy, I think. So comment down below what you're going for this week. But 3-0, 2-0. Sorry, Wolves.
Arsenal against Brighton and Hove Albion. It's first against ninth. It's the leaders at Christmas, Theo, against a team who are struggling a little bit in recent weeks. I think it's 2 points in 4 games for Brighton. Now, Arsenal, they had that little bit of a wobble, didn't they?
They did have a wobble, yeah.
But not at home. I think they've won 9 in a row at home. So surely an Arsenal win.
Yeah, I can't not back Arsenal. You've got Liverpool, Man City, both of them, we've backed them to win this week. If Arsenal don't win, it's looking tough for them in the title race, big time. They have to beat every single team at home. That's just 100%. They have to do it now. If they want it to be this year, you're playing Brighton at home. Brighton, their results recently have been mediocre.
Yeah.
If we go to the last one, 0-0 with Sunderland. Sunderland had
good,
all their AFCON players missing. At home, that's terrible, actually.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the fans will be furious about that. And Brighton have Matoma back now playing. They've got pretty good squad depth. Danny Welbeck, he was an Arsenal player once, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was, right? Danny Welbeck played for Arsenal.
Of course he did. And Trossard, of course, Theo.
So,
I mean, this is
lots
the
of
Trossard
crossovers here.
Yes. But overall, Theo, I mean, Arsenal look good at the moment. I mean, yesterday, obviously, in the League Cup, they narrowly beat Crystal Palace. So on their day, they're only winning by sort of 1-0. I look at that Everton game. It wasn't convincing, but it was 3 points.
I just realised this is the Koza Dubry derby because Koza Dubry was at the academy of Arsenal and got on a free contract to Brighton, and now he's on loan at Bolton, and that's why I mentioned, because he's Bolton's probably best player.
Well spotted, Theo.
There you go.
Let's
so whoever
cut to
wins
the chase.
keeps Koza Dubry, the future, the new Saka, the championship Saka. You'll be in the championship whether we go up or not next year, so watch out for him. I'm going to get straight to my prediction. I think Brighton have to show up for the fans. They cannot allow disappointment again. It will be a 1-goal difference because I feel like Arsenal are now the specialists of winning 1-0 or 2-1. I'm going to go for the 2-1. I changed it from 1-0 last second.
Yeah.
I can see it being low scoring. Arsenal getting the job done eventually from someone.
Well, Arsenal have only conceded 10 goals in the league this season. Lots of clean sheets. I'm going to give them another one. I think this is going to be 1-0 or 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0 to Arsenal.
Will Saka do his Christmas celebration?
There'll be a goal from Trossard and he won't celebrate. Burnley against Everton is 19th against 10th. It's a tasty Lancashire derby up in that wonderful Milltown, Theo. Now, Burnley lost 7 in a row. They went to Bournemouth, they got a draw, and I'm going to repeat this. Breuer scored a goal, and I repeat, Breuer scored a goal in a football match. Can you believe it?
Shout out to Albania.
Shout out to
Albania
Breuer.
Air. The way he jumped up into the air and scored. Did it come off his shoulder or the header? I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It's a goal. It's a point, Theo.
loved
That
that.
means a lot for Burnley fans. So we shouldn't mock him. He just doesn't score many goals.
Albanians, if you're watching, leave a comment because they're always somewhere.
I'm going to be in trouble, aren't I, when I go to
Why?
Albania?
Why?
For what I just said.
No, They're as happy as you are. They're joking about it as you are. The question is, will he do it again? Because they need him. Burnley need him. They need a hero. I need a hero. Coming to
do not sing
Burnley
here.
Stadium on the weekend.
Do not sing.
They've got to beat the Toffees. They've got to kick Jack Grealish, and they need 3 points tonight. That was quite good.
Everton, Theo, lost only 1-0 to Arsenal, but there was no threat from them. I mean, what's going to happen here?
Well, Dewsbury Hall, is he back? That's the question. Illyman and Dye at AFCON. All the interesting Everton players are kind of out.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish, during Christmas time, he's probably going to have a lot to drink.
He might have a pizza and a beer somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, Theo, Burnley against Everton. I think this is going to be low scoring, but I'm going to go with David Moyes here. I think it's going to be Burnley 0, Everton 1.
The comments will not... They'll only be guessing what we're talking about. I think Everton will find a way to not win this game, but I'm still going to back them because they're a much better team. Burnley 0, Everton 1. We agree for the first time this week.
Chelsea against Aston Villa now is 4th against 3rd, and without doubt, this is the game of the weekend. Now, Chelsea struggling a bit, Theo. 1 win in the last 5 games, but a very good comeback against Newcastle, inspired by Reece James. What a free kick. Could you do that?
I think I could.
No, you couldn't.
I'm joking. I swear every time Reece James goes away to Newcastle, he takes it personally. He comes out with the most outrageous goals, free kicks, outside the box strikes. For some reason, he just loves going to St. James's Park.
He certainly, but I'm going to applaud you, Theo, because last week you were raving about a player called Morgan Rogers, and he was inspirational. He was the difference against Manchester United. By the way, that Man United Villa game was an absolute cracker. And Morgan Rogers, with 2 moments of brilliance, was the difference.
And what's Morgan Rogers' celebration?
Oh, he does the cold thing, doesn't he?
And who's he facing this week?
Oh my goodness, it's the battle of the cold ones.
It's a winter game, and they're battling off with the
I
cold.
know.
It's going to be -1 in that stadium. Even if they walk in and it's 5 degrees, those celebrations are...
Which one is the better? There's only one way to find out. Oh no, people won't know him, will they? They won't know Harry Hill.
Chelsea 1, Villa 2.
No, you just said that.
Villa. You asked me which one will win. I'm going to say it. Morgan Rogers will outscore Cole Palmer, and Villa are going to win at the Bridge.
Do you know what? Villa, sensational. 10 wins in a row in the Premier League. Absolutely amazing.
I never bet against Palmer, but I just have a feeling. I'm sorry.
I think you could be right, and I changed my score so often here, and I ended up with a 1-1 draw.
So boring.
I know, but so right.
It might be right. A 2-2 could be right as well, high scoring. This is definitely the game of the week. It's one to watch because there's so many good English players. So don't get in a scrap, Palmer and Rogers, because we need you both. Tuchel will probably be in the stands. We need you both in the summer. It's coming home. Sunderland
against Leeds United is 6th against 16th. It's Wearside. I said Wearside against Yorkshire. It's a repeat, Theo, of the 1973 Cup final. And what was the score in that game? I'll tell you. It was 1-0 to Sunderland. And this, I tell you what, this for me is almost game of the weekend. I think this is going to be a fascinating encounter.
It will be, because Sunderland held on against Brighton, despite it being 0-0, without all their AFCON players. I think they're missing the most in the Premier League. And Leeds, high-flying, no AFCON players, Brexit, DCL up top, scoring headers, week in, week out. This could go either way.
Yeah, it could, Theo. But the thing about Sunderland this season, they've been brilliant. We say it every week. They've only lost 4 times this season. They've lost a few players to AFCON. But Leeds, it's the wrong time to pay Leeds because they're unbeaten in 4 games.
We must credit both these teams as well, because they're going to both stay up in the Premier League. And
big shout.
Promoted together. They've fought their way through. There was a big problem about promoted teams going straight down, and they broke through, haven't they?
They have.
So whoever wins in this game, you've got to applaud them.
But the difference here for me is Sunderland's home record is stunning. They haven't lost yet in the league at home this season. And Leeds away from home, I think they might have beaten Wolves, but their away record is not very good. And for that reason, I'm going to go with the Wearsiders.
Wow.
I'm going to go 2-1.
I just see a high-scoring draw here. Ooh. Yeah, maybe Tanaka gets involved, DCL, and then on Sunderland's side, they're still going to have Mayoda and Isidore up top, Spanish and Frenchman. So they've still got some big lads. Yes, they've hurt in a few positions, but Dan Ballard might pop up. They've got the Sunderland home Phantom tax, just because they're at home. I think, forget Phantom tax, it should be Sunderland home tax. They find a way every time. And if this game was being led 2-1 by Leeds late on, you will see Sunderland turn up and score a late goal, because that's what they do. They pile the pressure on and they find a way. They blow the ball in that stadium of light. So I'm going to go 2-2, but I understand why you're backing the Mackhams.
Oh, he's gone for a Desmond Tutu. Crystal Palace against Tottenham Hotspur is 8th against 14th. It's a really intriguing London derby between two teams who lost last week. Palace were smashed, and smashed again
They
by
were.
Leeds United there. But then, of course, midweek, they took Arsenal to penalties in the Cup.
Yeah, Palace affected badly. Yeah, but they did well in that Arsenal game. And penalties. It always seems to happen for Arsenal when they're at home.
Yes.
They find a way to do it.
They do.
But they really worked hard to get that equaliser late on. You know that Palace are pushing, and they've got some great players, Dad. Oliver Glasner loves a cup run. Unfortunately, out the cup now, but now he's playing the other side of London, North London, shall we say, at home, where he likes to usually be, I'd say, because recently they've not won since November at home?
Yes, November the 1st. Good fact there.
Great fact. I read it from your sheet.
Oh,
Copied
right.
you.
Thanks for
Very
that. Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Well, we were actually discussing it before the game because I wanted to break down the match. I can see Tottenham winning here, but I can also see Palace getting a result. Tottenham have been better over the last few weeks. Let's not ignore that.
I think Spurs have been very Spursy in recent weeks. If you look at
Liverpool
look
at
at
home,
their
they're gonna lose.
look at their last 5 away games of Spurs. They have conceded 16 goals. So by that logic, they concede 3.2 goals here.
Well, they're not going to have Xavi Simons as well, is he?
Madness. And I'm sorry.
Romero.
And I tell you what, I know the fans were booing the decision of the ref. That was a terrible tackle. You cannot do that, and he knows it.
I've just realised Tottenham are going to be without Xavi Simons, Romero, the captain, even though he's the most crazy hot-headed captain you'll ever see. I mean, I swear that guy, I was surprised when they put up the stat on the match that saying it was his first red card of the year.
Yeah, he normally stops at a yellow, doesn't he?
No, he's just he gets reds every year, Dad, consistently.
Yeah.
He's carnage. He really is. He'll just, I mean, if it was Argentinian First Division and, maybe the VAR doesn't always catch everything, I get it. But the Prem, everyone sees everything. You cannot get away with things like that. And he always seems to find a way to put the team under the cosh and add a lot of pressure for Thomas Frank now coming away at Palace. I don't know what the game plan is if they had the right squad there. I can see why you favour Palace in this game.
Well, Theo, let's break it down. This is 8th against 14th, and it's at the home of the team that's 8th.
And Mateta's,
by that logic,
Mateta's going to be hungry.
The trouble with Spurs, Theo,
without Romero, Van de Ven doesn't have the strength to mark Mateta and all the players around him that will be up for it. This is probably going to be a Palace win, you're right.
But I'm going to go first, Theo. Give you time to think. Palace 2, Spurs 1.
Palace 2, Spurs 1. Yeah.
Oh, you're not going the same.
I'm going the same.
You've written down 1-1.
I changed my mind.
Shocking, Theo. Shocking.
And when you see the scoreline, it's because of the suspensions. I watched that game. I forgot they were out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if the players were in, I'd say a 1-1 draw. But you're right, Dad. Palace are going to win this. They're going to win this. They're going to find a way. And that is it. That is our Christmas.
That is, well, I'll tell you what. It's Christmas. It's Hanukkah. It's whatever you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate, well, celebrate anyway for us.
Celebrate the Premier League.
Have a brilliant December the 25th.
Yeah.
Just have a great time.
Just be with your family, whether you celebrate Christmas or not.
Family, friends.
As Don Corleone said, if you don't spend time with your family, you're not a man.
Very good words there. And with
The
that,
Godfather.
I know.
Sing it.
I'm not going to sing that. You do not want to hear
Play
me
the clip. We'll end on that. Oh, that's
No,
quite
you don't
good.
want to hear that.
And on that note, fill your stockings and have a great...
Fill your stockings.
Yeah, we're looking at stockings, by the way.
Oh my God. Just end the video.
See you in a bit. Bye.